All right, today we're going to take a look at Facebook. We're going to see, hey, when is it that it could actually move higher? So as we go into Facebook, keep in mind none of these are recommendations to buy, sell, or trade anything. It's just my own personal opinion and insight. Okay, so let's kick things off. If you want to go ahead and get some insight on your own stocks, feel free to join us on the Discord channel, link in the description below, or join the newsletter list on our website at tradersfly.com. Okay, so with that in mind, Facebook, if we look at the stock overall, that stock has seen some troubling move after the earnings report. So you can see we had a pretty nasty move on the downside here, and it really tanked the stock pretty heavily. So about 30% or so since then. As we go in and just take a look here at what's going on with the platform, if we look at the weekly trend, and actually even going to the monthly trend, what you'll notice is we're starting to come into a few technical levels where we're hitting some of these swing points and key levels where this could actually be some support levels. Unfortunately, there's a lot of overhead supply right here. So with that overhead supply and this A to B, B to C, C to D pattern, okay, with this overhead supply and ABCD pattern that's completed, this move down is, justified, I guess you could say. So as we look into now this possible support zone, you're kind of looking to build this support at 222 or 220. If it can't go, if it can't hold this price point, then it'll be really troublesome. Usually we say wait 3 to 5 days after earnings. Now we are on day 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is kind of the 5th day, and we're starting to see kind of a little bit of a nibble or bounce. So at this 220 level, buyers are starting to kind of step in, or at least the shorts may be taking profits. I'm not saying buyers, but people could be nibbling a little bit, and that is what you'd like to see. Now, oftentimes you'll see a sideways move for a little while before you see a move back up. So the big question is similar to how Netflix over here, you can see a little sideways move and it's trying to go there. And take any move in the past that, let's just look at CMG real quick. Okay, so when this stock tanks quite a bit, and it's easier to see on this one just because there's less liquidity, so the moves are a little more obvious. So after this sell-off here, we had sideways consolidation for about a month or two, okay, and then that stock started to go back higher. So it takes time for that movement. If we're going down, you have to turn the car around for it to go back up. And that's what we're trying to do here with Facebook, is it takes time for that car to turn around. It doesn't happen overnight. So you have to take that into account that, it may take you 3 to 6 weeks for this sideways consolidation. This could keep going down, and that sideways consolidation could happen right here. Where now, if we look at it, let's say even if it happens over here between 200 and 230, so it could go sideways here, and then you might see it move, because right now we just saw a big move down, and that's the issue, is you need time to digest that move. And right now we're seeing our first little greenish day up about 6 points, which is nothing major compared to the drawdown that we had from here to here. We had a drawdown of about 82 points, and then from the top there about 109 points. So that's huge. So, call it about 100 points, and now you're getting back about 5 to 6. So it's minor. So if we can start getting back into those higher levels, that's kind of where you're going to start seeing some sideways. After you see some sideways, that's where you might get that move back up. So this time frame usually takes 3 to 6 weeks, sometimes about 8 weeks. It just depends how nasty that move is. And from then you might be able to see some movement if all things look okay. If things do not look okay, then of course that could last for quite a long time. But usually you'll want to give it time about 3 to 6 weeks. So anyway, so that's my thoughts here on Facebook for the time being. You'll probably see some weakness for a little while. If you look at also this trending angle here that we have, we're kind of also right in line right there on this upward trending support. So you can see there's our channel, there's the resistance. So there's our channel that we're moving. So it's actually, it could get back up into those levels and play now in this range as a different type of stock. On the other hand, if you bounce here and break through here, that could be a bigger trouble for a possible A, B, C, D pattern. And then you can get back into support of about 150, right? So as you look at those measured moves, you can see, hey, now I'm looking at about a point of 150. So anyways, those are some of the key levels to watch. The volume is still on the sell side. There's still selling pressure. And it's definitely one to kind of watch out for. So be a little careful because it's a painful one. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out the Traders Fly YouTube channel if you want to learn a little bit more about trading options. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.